Sa next example natin, we will be skipping the legwork. Pinrovide ko na dito yung value ng W. So, that would be gamma times area. 300 by 600. Converted yan into meters, yung dimensions. And our length is 8. Then, E is given sa problem. E sub C is equal to 22.7 gigapascal. So, we converted that to megapascal. And I is BH cubed over 12. 300 times 600 cubed over 12. So, the deflection at the midspan due to the load is 1.844 downward. And now, we will solve the deflection due to the pre-stressing force. So, our tendon here is parabolic. Ayan. But, iba to sa previous problem since the vertex is now located exactly at the midspan. So, draw natin yung moment diagram. Ayan, copy natin yung neutral axis. And the moment diagram will inherit the shape bounded by the tendon and the neutral axis. So, we have this figure. Then, exaggerate lang natin unti. Ayan. Merong eccentricity sa support, 40 mm. So, this will also move down. Ayan, ito rin. Yung magiging deflection natin, same as earlier pa rin. We have an upward deflection due to the pre-stressing force. And this is still the deviation from point A with respect to the tangent at C. And that will also be equal to the midspan deflection. So we only need to compute this moment sa support as well as at the midspan. Yan, yung ordinate dyan. So, label natin ito as M1 and ito naman M2. The eccentricity at point A is equal to 40 mm. So, label ko na lang dyan dito sa MathCAD. Eccentricity 1 is 40 mm. In meters, that would be 0.04. Ayan. Then, eccentricity 2, sorry na, interchange ko pala. Eccentricity 2 corresponding to M2 is 40 mm at the support. So, ito yung 0.04. And sa midspan naman, the eccentricity is 150 plus 40, 190. In meters, that would be 0.19. Ayan. So, M1 is 180.5 and M2 naman is 38. So, we will just write the ordinates. So, we still only need to consider this area from A to C lang. But we'll be splitting it into two figures. A rectangular shape and a parabolic segment. So, yung parabolic segment, ano lang yan? Yan yung counterpart ng spandrel. If this is the vertex, we can form a spandrel here. Ayan. Ito yung spandrel. Ito naman yung parabolic segment. Now, this is to the second degree. Yung magiging area ng parabolic segment, or let's say area 2 na lang. Ayan. And this is area 1. The area of the parabolic segment is, meron tayong formula, 2/3 multiplied by BH. And yung centroid niya naman, ito yung mas matabang side. So, the centroid will be closer to this side. Yung distance niya away from the vertex, diba? Ito yung vertex natin. Away from the vertex, this would be 5/8. Ayan, 5/8 of the base. And toward the vertex naman, this is the vertex, 3/8 siya. 3/8 of the base. Na-discuss natin to sa statics na subject. But we will only need 5/8b since yan yung moment arm going to point A. When computing the deviation. So, again, yung deviation natin sa numerator na side, magiging knm cubed. So, meron tayong 1,000 to the 4 na conversion factor. Yung E, we need to convert this into megapascal. So, multiply natin by 1,000. Ayan. Yung I, naka-mm na yan. So, no need to convert. So, for the deviation, ito na lang. TAC. This would be, yung area ng rectangle is base times height. The base is equal to 4 meters. Ayan. And yung centroid ng rectangle is 2 meters from point A. Ayan. So, 4 multiplied by the height is equal to 38. And the moment arm is equal to 2. Then, plus, essentially, the whole thing is supposed to be negative. But again, the negative sign only signifies upward deflection. Then, area ng parabolic segment, 2/3 base times height. The base is 4 meters. And the height is equal to 180.5 minus 38. Again don't be mistaken. Baka 180.5 yung gagamitin nyo na height. The height of the parabolic segment is only this one. 180.5 minus 38. So that would be M1 minus M2. 142.5. And the moment arm going to point A is equal to 5 over 8 of the base. So we have 5 over 8 and the base is equal to 4 meters. Ayan. So the deflection is 10.23 and this deflection is upward. Ayan. So take note na kulayan na lang natin. Ito yung area ng rectangle. Ayan. Then ito naman yung parabolic segment, 2/3 base times height para mas malinaw. Then itong 2 saka 5 over 8 multiplied by 4, yan lang yung moment arms ng area. Again area movement. I-movement yung area patungo sa point of interest, which is the point on the elastic curve. So the result is 10.23 and due to the load, we have 1.844. Ayan. Now let's just use the absolute value sa deflection due to pre-stress since alam natin na upward deflection yan. So we take the absolute value of this variable. Or pwede rin natin tanggalin na lang yung negative sign. Ayan. So this is upward and ito naman downward. Adding the effects of both, makukuha natin 8.386. This is the total deflection at the midspan. And due to the load, ito naman. So yung given naka-layout na agad. Naka-layout na lahat. The pre-stressing force is 950. Yan yung P dyan. So prerequisite sa discussion na to, yung previous na problems natin. Now, we can actually derive a formula para sa deflection due to pre-stress. And it will be helpful if ganito yung orientation, the vertex is at the midspan and parabolic yung tendon. So how would we derive the formula? Let's replace all of these by the variables. So halimbawa, ayan, di ba yung 38, yan yung M2. So we can label this as M2. And 4 naman is essentially half of the span. Di ba 8 meters yung span. Yung naging base ng rectangle is 4 meters, kalahati ng 8. So we can define this as L over 2. And yung 2 naman, this distance, that's half of 4 meters. Or essentially, kalahati ng L over 2, magiging L over 4. And for the parabolic segment naman, we have 2/3 multiplied by the base. The base is also L over 2. And yung 142.5, this is essentially M1 minus M2. Diba? 180.5 minus 38. Ayan. Then this is 5 over 8 of the base. The base is L over 2. We can remove this one and express only the numerator. Yung EI kasi, given na yan, constant yan. So, ito yung magiging expression natin. Now, we can simplify this. Multiply natin yung constants. Yung M2 natin magiging M2. L multiplied by L, magiging L squared. Then, divided by 8. Then, for this side naman, if we multiply the coefficients, magka-cancel yung 2 dyan. So, we would have 1/3 multiplied by 5 over 8. This one. Multiplied by L over 2. Coefficient is 1/2. In fraction form, this will be 5 over 48. So, plus 5 over 48. M1 minus M2. Ayan. So, 5 over 48 multiplied by M1 minus M2. And multiply natin yung dalawang L, magiging L squared. Sa denominator, yung 8 saka 48, divisible sila by 8. And lahat ng terms, di ba, merong L squared. So we can actually factor this out. So we would have L squared over 8. And this would be multiplied by M2 L squared over 8 divided by L squared over 8. Yung M2 na lang yung matitira. Then, sa 5 over 48 naman, 48 divided by 8 is equal to 6. So, 5 over 6 multiplied by M1 minus M2. We multiply this by L squared. Ayan. Distribute natin si 5 over 6. We would have 5 over 6 M1. By the way, yung L squared, matatanggal na pala dito. Ayan, finactor out na yan. So, 5 over 6 M1 minus 5 over 6 M2. And pwede nating i-join yung M2 saka 5 over 6. 1 minus 5 over 6 is equal to 1 over 6. So our final expression would be L squared over 8 multiplied by 5 over 6 m1 plus 1 over 6 m2. Ayan. And we can evaluate this. Compare natin sa expression dito. Ayan. 1, 2, 5, 4. Ayan. So if this is 8, L is equal to 8 kasi. M1 is 180.5. M2 naman is 38. So we will also get 1, 2, 5, 4. Now, yung advantage sa formula na to, that's why we derived it in this manner, is applicable siya kahit ganito yung itsura ng tendon. Still the same, yung vertex is nasa gitna pa rin, but you can still apply this even if the tendon sa support is located above the neutral axis. Yung magbabago lang is the sign. So, if ganito yung orientation, you just need to replace the plus sign here. Gagawin mo siyang minus. Ayan. So, yung deviation from A with respect to C, or the deflection at the midspan, will be this term, then of course, divided by EI. Ayan. So, ito lang yung magbabago. Magiging minus siya if ganito yung orientation. And the reason for that is, if you draw the moment diagram, ganito yung itsura niya. Ayan. Merong region na nasa positive. So, we can actually treat this as a parabolic segment. If nag-compute na tayo ng deviation, this is a parabolic segment less a rectangle. Minus this rectangle right here. Ayan. So, bakit siya mag-work? Diba yung parabolic segment natin is this whole area. But the only parabolic segment we are interested in is actually this area right here. Ayan. Kasi yan yung area enclosed by the neutral axis and the tendon. So, kailangan, diba, kailangan natin ibawas ito, yung sa itaas. But we can actually treat this as a whole rectangle. This whole parabolic segment minus this rectangle, mawawala na to, yung excess area. But, di ba, if nag-minus tayo ng rectangle, this will also be excluded. But that would be fine since opposite kasi yung sign. Ito, nasa negative region. Ito naman, nasa positive region. So, essentially, yung solution pala dyan, parabolic segment minus rectangle. Ayan. So, essentially, parang ito lang. But we have our parabolic segment then minus the rectangle multiplied by the moment arm. So, parang ito lang. If you derive an expression for this, if you simplify this, ito yung magiging resulting equation. Ayan.